It is a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Oh wow, I would have thought you're like a pit bull guy.
You thought I was a pit bull?
Yeah, I don't know. I just NFL player, maybe pit bull.
That could be vaguely problematic.
Why is that problematic?
Yeah.
You just.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No, it hadn't.
That's one of those things where like maybe if you think that it's racist that Jerry said
No,
that maybe
Aaron,
maybe
I
you-
have a-
no I'm
I
saying
think Arian-
no
I
wait,
think Arian
wait.
did.
I'm saying
No.
if you say it then maybe if Big T thinks it, Big T actually might be the
I
one who's
don't
being
think
racist.
it.
Gotcha.
I
No,
don't
Aaron, I meant no racism. I have a pit bull.
I didn't.
I'm white. I have a pit bull. I'm white.
Some of my best dogs are
White
pit
guys
bulls.
arguing about a racist.
All right. No, it got awkward for a second.
Aaron, why are you always bringing up race?
Right.
Jerry has 3 pit bull friends.
Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Thursday. It's January 8th, and we got the whole squad plus Jersey Jerry here today, joining us in the studio. Jerry, it's good to see you.
Good to be back. Good to be back on the pod.
So we got IT Jerry.
Yeah.
This is a big new development.
Yeah.
I'd like to jump into it right off the bat. Jerry walked into the office. I couldn't really put my finger on it in terms of what was different about him. But he sat down at the desk and he took a laptop out. And you got a laptop now. And if you don't know Jerry has never been a guy that has a laptop or uses a laptop. We don't have desks here. It's like almost an amoeba type office where you can just sit down where you find a seat, interact with whoever's around, that sort of thing. But Jerry, now you look very professional.
Yeah, listen, I did have a laptop, but last night, obviously, with the gaming stuff we've been doing, I tried to open up and start a stream, and so you need a laptop for that.
Can't do it on your phone?
No, you can't. You have to use a laptop and then plug into the monitor, all these different things, but I had help with the setup, and then I went to log into my computer, and nothing was working, like, the one login and stuff like that. And then, because I haven't opened it up in, years, and they actually gave me a brand new laptop because the last laptop I had, I think it might have just crashed from inactivity.
It just kind of... It went away. Like if you don't work out for a while, you lose all your muscles.
Yeah. So they gave me a new laptop, which is great. And this thing here, like, dude, I don't even need my phone. There's a FaceTime app. You could just FaceTime.
Yeah.
From the front, because they have a camera on the screen right here.
So you didn't use your old laptop at all?
No, never. No. I mean, I had it once I started the company, and but just to check email. But once they were sending hundreds of emails. I was just blocking every email that came in. So I have it on my phone and just leave it on my phone.
So what are you going to be able to do with this computer? It feels
I could go to anything. I mean, you name it, I could do it. I can go to any website. I can Twitter, Instagram,
Yep.
TikTok, whatever. I got OBS on this thing now that I downloaded. That's pretty much for the streaming stuff.
This seems like this is a big step business-wise.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I have unlimited access to you name it. I mean, look, they even got a tab right here. Look, this was cool this morning. You see that?
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, the news tab.
Boom. Right there. I don't even have to go on the phone if I want to see news. I just click the tab there.
What's going on in the news today?
U.S. seizes 2 oil tanks linked to Venezuela. Trump administration rolls out new dietary guidelines. Just a bunch of bullshit.
Oh yeah, they redid the pyramid.
Yes.
Did they?
Yeah, seen that.
What's
yeah.
new?
They inverted it
inverted
basically, but
pyramid.
yeah, it's all inverted the contents of it and also flipped it upside down for some reason.
So it's
Wow.
the same
No, like how grains were always
grains. That was like the base.
the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's flipped.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
like at the top, but the top is now also at the bottom.
Look at it, Eric. You can see it right here.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's saying that you should eat a lot of protein, dairy, healthy fats, fruits, vegetables, and like not very many whole grains.
Yeah.
That honestly, this is a good food pyramid.
Yeah. Bananas are terrible,
Not bad.
apparently.
The one that we had, why bananas? I guess like a lot of
Bananas
carbs.
are not bad.
I think it's just saying less fruit than the other stuff.
Yeah,
That's bad advice right there, though.
I don't think it's saying
Fruit
don't
is-
eat fruit.
But a lot of times, fruit sugars get lumped in with like sugars that are in like candy and shit. They're not the same kind of sugars, and your body doesn't process them the same. So if you're eating a healthy diet, all the fruit is great for you. It's great.
Do they have anything about like candy, fried food? I don't see any of that on there.
No.
There's a butter in it.
There is a big stick of butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is completely different from what we had growing up. They pretty much told us like eat all the bread that you can find.
Yeah.
It'll make you strong.
Yeah.
Load up on carbs.
Is there any like I'm seeing like an upside down triangle of like mad food.
Yeah.
Is there an actual like diagram like explaining what are you talking about?
There was a website. I'll find. It was like healthyfoods.gov or something.
But Jerry's moving and shaking on here.
Yeah, Jerry, find it on your
That's
computer.
a fake website, Big T, you just gave me.
Well, I don't know exactly what it was. It was something to
All
that
right, so let me try.
effect.
Let me try real quick. I had
Let Jerry use his.
Search new food pyramid website.
new food.
Jerry's hacker. He's a hacker now.
He's hacking into the mainframe.
Yeah.
Give him a second.
Okay, so it's realfood.gov.
Uh-huh.
That was
Remarkably similar to
it.
what I
Wow.
said.
Real food starts here, and I think that was it.
America is sick. The data is clear. 50% of Americans have prediabetes or diabetes.
Oh, this is like a whole introduction.
Introducing the new food pyramid.
Wow, that's kind of okay. They're giving it to us. I think it's on a delay here or something. Maybe not. I don't know. I think that's it. Oh, do I have to manually do this?
Yeah, you got to scroll.
Oh, okay. I do.
So it takes you to each section. You got your vegetables and your fruits. What does it say about vegetables and fruits?
Vegetables and fruits are essential to real food nutrition. Eat a wide variety of whole, colorful, nutrient-dense vegetables and fruits in their original form, prioritizing freshness and minimal processing.
Scroll up to the meat
Nailed it.
section.
It's the meat section.
Yeah, so you
want.
got to go back to
Oh,
the meats.
Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no, you went back.
Yeah, how do you do? Oh,
No,
everything
no.
went away.
You're closing everything now, Jerry.
Sorry, I don't know how to operate.
We are ending the war on protein.
Okay.
It says.
I'm good. I'm good with that.
I didn't know that was a war we were fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think that was a
big time. Yeah, growing up. I mean, if you looked at the food pyramid when we were growing up, it had the proteins like top right corner.
Top right. Yeah, there it is, Eric.
Yeah, top right corner.
Top right, yeah.
Like
It's-
stay away
but
from
n-
protein.
It seems like in the last 10 years, that's all anybody talks about.
Is protein.
Yeah, protein maxing.
But now the pyramid backs it up.
Reflects
We've
that,
got
yeah.
data to back it up in the pyramid.
So we fought that war in the 90s.
We won that war. I'm a veteran.
Okay.
All right. I won that war. I went through it.
Which wars have you won?
The war on
Well,
Christmas.
which side were you on in the war on Christmas?
The good side.
Okay.
I said Merry Christmas multiple times every single year when you would get thrown in prison for saying it.
Okay. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I fought the war on protein as well.
What about the war on drugs?
I think I was on the winning side of that too.
In that you were. I see what you're saying.
I don't lose wars, Big T.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so protein, dairy, and healthy fats. What do we got?
It says we are ending the war on protein. Every meal must prioritize high-quality, nutrient-dense protein from both animal and plant sources paired with healthy fats from whole foods such as eggs, seafood, meats, full-fat dairy, nuts, seeds, olives. Right? That's olives,
Mhm.
right? And avocados.
Okay.
Protein target 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight per day.
I don't like that.
What does that mean?
Use pounds. Why aren't we using
Yeah.
pounds on here? Kilograms?
Oh, that's a different metric they're using.
Yeah, it's like
Who uses-
roughly
Who uses that?
like every other country but us. But
Wow.
we do pounds.
Yeah.
And it's equivalent to like it's not going to be exact, but whenever I look at kilograms, I like multiply it by 2 and then I add like a little bit to it.
Gotcha.
So like if you weigh 180 pounds, you probably weigh, I don't know, like 80 kilograms would be my guess.
Okay, gotcha.
Can we fact check that, Big T?
On it. You said 180,
Yeah.
81.6 kilograms. How'd you have that? So
Well, I don't know. I don't know how I would guess what something that weighed 180 pounds would weigh.
are you looking up kilograms all the time? Like
He probably uses body weight.
I know that,
Okay.
but I'm saying
No, the honest answer is I've watched a lot of rugby on TV, and
Okay.
when they introduce
do
the players, they
kilograms.
do height and weight, and sometimes they do like centimeters, but
are they
usually
is their height in meters?
sometimes.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird.
but then they do the kilograms, and then also when I take my dog to the vet, the scale always shows up in kilograms.
Wow.
So then I just do the math to figure out how much he weighs. By the way, clocking in at like 130 pounds now. Big, strong boy.
Hell yeah. Damn, that's big.
He's a big guy. Yeah, big guy.
Strong.
Big ass dog.
So do you know how big your dog's going to get, Aaron?
Yeah, they say anywhere from 110 to 120.
That's a good size.
What kind of
Yeah,
dog,
but
Arian?
Big, yeah. It is a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Oh, wow. I would have thought you're like a pit bull guy.
You thought I was a pit bull?
Yeah, I don't know. I just NFL player, maybe pit bull. You
That
know?
could be vaguely problematic.
Why is that problematic?
Yeah.
You just
Not saying.
I don't know.
No, it hadn't.
That's one of those things where like maybe if you think that it's racist that Jerry said
No,
that,
Aaron, I have a-
no.
I
I'm
think
white.
Arian,
No,
I
no,
think
wait,
Arian
wait.
did.
I'm saying
No.
if you say it, then maybe if Big T thinks it, Big T actually might be. The
I
one who's
don't
being
think
racist.
it.
Gotcha.
I
No,
don't
Aaron,
think-
I meant no racism. I have a pit bull.
I didn't
I'm
say
white.
that was
I have a
guy.
pit bull. I'm white.
Some of my best dogs
You
are
white
pit
guys
bulls.
arguing about a racist.
All right. No, it got awkward for a second.
Aaron, why are you always bringing up race?
Right?
Jerry has 3 pit bull friends.
Yeah, I've
You got a pit bull?
No, I
Oh.
don't have a dog.
Oh.
I've sold pit bull puppies to people of all races. I do not have that discrimination. But it sounded like Big T was like alluding to it.
Well, no, Arian just kind of gave him a little look, and then there was an awkward silence.
I was joking. It was a joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
But can you say the name again? A Rhodesian Ridgeback?
Rhodesian. Yeah, Rhodesian Ridgeback.
Well, now
I don't know if it's Rhodesian or Rhodesian.
Gotcha.
I never heard the Rhodesian, but there is.
What
an
does
I
it
there,
specialize
so maybe
It sounds like it's like
Uh,
a utility
it was
dog or
originally
something.
bred to hunt lions.
That's
so like
sick.
in Africa. So like it would like it wouldn't like go kill them, but it would like find them out and intimidate them, like stand their ground against them, so that the lion hunters could go kill the lion.
Holy shit. That sounds like a
Yeah,
great
that's-
dog.
It's fire. He got that in him. You can tell he got that little that little mean streak in him. So I'm trying to beat that out of him.
What
There
color
you
is
go,
the
Aaron.
dog?
Well, I don't know why Aaron keeps doing that. Just to mess with people to
it
be like,
pisses dog owners off.
Oh, it's a,
Like, you
beautiful,
don't
it's a beautiful
deserve
dog,
a
Aaron.
dog. No, he's gorgeous. He's
Holy
absolutely
shit,
gorgeous.
these are gorgeous, man.
so Jerry, they've got
Beautiful dog.
they call them Ridgebacks because they have this little like mohawk thing on their back.
Really?
It's like slightly darker fur that's in a stripe that goes right down their spine.
No, it's not darker fur. All it is it grows in the opposite direction of all the rest of the hair.
Oh,
That is
Yeah.
sick. Oh,
Yeah.
look, I got a
Yeah.
perfect picture right there.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Scott Van Pelt has that same dog too.
Mm-hmm. I love this dog and the breed because it's like it fits all. It can be chill, not at first. The puppies, they're insane,
Mm-hmm.
but like when they when they get grown, they could chill, but they could go.
Mm-hmm.
They could suit whatever lifestyle you want. They don't shed a bunch.
Nice.
Great with kids, great with family, but also like I said, made to hunt lions, so he got it in him. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be
So-
honest, Arian. I wasn't in the market for another dog, but just seeing, I mean, the stripe is selling me on a Ridgeback right now.
He's a beautiful dog. Like I get caught everywhere we go. Like it's like, yo, what a beautiful. Nobody really has. I haven't seen a lot of Ridgebacks in the wild.
Wow.
In the society.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you find
Like
it?
that.
Like a Ridgeback breeder?
Yeah. So originally I was in the dog market.
Mhm.
And I hit Chaps, and he was like, originally I wanted a Malinois. He was like, don't get a Malinois, and I was like, what? Because I loved how obedient they were.
Mhm.
He's like, if you want something obedient that isn't an assassin, he said, do this. He's like, this is an obedient dog. It's a good dog, family dog, but still got that strong in him.
Nice.
And he sent me the link, and I was like, oh, that's a beautiful looking dog. Exactly what I wanted. Because I was also looking at what's that dog you got, Maddie?
Fox Red Lab.
Fox Red Lab, which is a beautiful dog, but it's more of like a, that's the homie.
Gotcha.
He I guess he could bark and stuff, but he's not like a killer. I wanted a killer on call.
Mm-hmm.
My dog is not a killer.
And again, it was a great call by Chaps to tell you not to get a Malinois.
Yeah, I agree because I seen the lady that's training my dog has 6 Malinois.
Wow.
She's with the shits, right? And when she first so she's taking him through the little course and she's showing me that she's got him to be a little bit obedient and stuff. She's like, oh, he's great with other dogs too. He's like, watch. And she brings her dogs out and they're two big ass Malinois, and the motherfucker, he comes directly to me, and you know I don't like dogs, bro.
Mhm.
I'm like not looking at him, like bro, trying not to make eye contact.
Mhm.
And he comes, he smells, and then he sits right like beside me, and just sits there, and I'm like, why is he? He's like, she's like, that's weird because he doesn't usually like guys like that. I'm like, then get him away because I don't like him. Like, it was mad uncomfortable, dog. But they were like, she was like, don't move. No. Boom. He had all these commands, and they were just like, they don't miss a command. It was
Wow,
crazy.
That's awesome.
You know what happened, Aaron? You accidentally alphaed the shit out of that dog.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Then he realized
You don't make eye contact with it. Some dog breeds will be like, this is my boy now. I will do whatever this man says because he's not like giving me the affection. He's making me earn it.
That's what you play hard to get. That's how you get them.
Yeah, they say that like when you have a dog, it's a good thing that when you get home, if like your family's at home, you open the door, you say what's up to your family, give them hugs, all that stuff, and then you look at the dog, and then you give the dog attention so it kind of learns its place in the hierarchy of things.
Sounds like it's like a dog is a woman with father issues.
Yeah. You treat them like dirt, they stick to you like mud. I mean, it's not like you treat your dog like shit, but you let it know that it's not a human.
You kind of want to a little bit.
Yeah. Because a lot of people just like the dog will find out pretty quickly if they're getting spoiled that they are like the top dog in that house, and then they'll think they're entitled to everything.
That's true. That's what I told all my kids and stuff. I was like, don't be like smothering them like too much because he got to know like there's a hierarchy. Like y'all are above him in the hierarchy.
Mm-hmm. So Jared, you're lightning fast on that computer right now.
Yes.
You're moving around.
I am. I'm just looking at the different colors. The black one looks awesome.
So what apps are you trying to get on that computer?
Well, I wanted to the phone stuff is built in already. I set up my Barstool email, and then I kind of want like maybe like a stock app or something like that to figure out my stocks.
Just know that All Business Pete, he will watch what you're searching live.
No, I mean, yeah, I'm not into any of the crazy stuff at all. If I'm gonna do something crazy, I'll just Google it or something. Like,
yeah, but
not like on my phone. On my phone.
On your phone.
Yeah, he's got no access to that.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Have you heard any more from that guy that you said was talking to you about the immediate cyber attacks?
The guy that I met on the airplane.
Yeah.
No, kind
Bald,
of
mid 50s.
Yeah,
Works at Apple.
Kind of went dark.
That's interesting.
Yeah, kind of went dark. Haven't heard from him. Nothing.
Did you hear that when we went into Venezuela and got Maduro, we took out their like electric system?
No, I didn't.
We
hear
hacked
that.
into their grid in Caracas.
That's pretty crazy.
And we shut the entire electric grid down for a while we invaded.
Wow. So they pretty much had no idea where we were, what we were doing.
Yeah. Which also tells you that like they could do that shit to us if they wanted to.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, our grid hasn't been updated in forever, right?
And if we can do it, I'm sure that China's got somebody that's figured that shit out too.
For sure. You know, I did read a conspiracy about 2026. A massive power outage. Massive.
So, Jerry, we're going to get into that in a little bit.
Oh, that was on the
that
docket.
might be different.
I think it might be similar.
It could be
Okay,
related. Is it
gotcha.
in August?
I'll be honest. I just seen it scrolling. the
Okay, well,
web.
we're talking about something similar today.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You brought up Venezuela.
Mhm.
Did you see the Polymarket? Would you classify what we did in Venezuela as an invasion?
I think I just used the word invasion, didn't I?
Well, Polymarket would not, because they're not paying out people who bet that there would be an invasion of Venezuela, because they're saying the actions do not constitute an invasion.
Okay, so I'm torn on this one. I think it's hilarious that they're not paying this out.
I agree. I wouldn't think it's hilarious if I was on the wrong side of it, but
I also think that Polymarket is very stupid for not paying it out.
I don't know that I agree with that. I think this is incredible publicity.
Bad publicity.
Some would argue there's no such thing.
I think in this case, if you're a company that is allowing people to gamble on future events occurring,
Yeah.
and you are trying to get a lot of good publicity for your company, and the publicity that comes out is we're not paying out this thing that I think most people would agree should be paid out, I think that's a very dumb idea, and I'm very glad that they're being very dumb about it.
I would be skeptical that this will change the trading volume on the site.
Okay.
Like, I don't think, I think people who are using Polymarket are going to keep using it.
Well, I think it could probably affect some of the different markets that they offer.
How much was wagered on that Venezuelan thing?
I'm not sure. Let me
I
see
think
if
there
can
was
find
one
that.
guy that put in like 50 grand on it, and it was supposed to pay out hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Man, wow.
So, yeah, I'm okay.
Now, I'd be all for that guy, like, trying to sue.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's any avenue of
There's not.
recourse for that.
Yeah.
But
there's not. There was a dude that did bet that Maduro would be removed from power, and then people accused that person of insider trading, which, as we've talked about here, like there's no such thing as that's the whole point. Is if you do have inside information, it is 100% legal to make that bet. on
Three
Polymarket.
traders reportedly made a quick $620,000 profit betting that Maduro would be removed from office, prompting Representative Richie Torres from New York to propose legislation banning government officials from trading on prediction markets.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we know if those people were in the government, but they obviously know someone who is.
Yeah, they definitely had inside information from somebody who was either in the government or in the military. But I am completely fine with them screwing themselves over and also screwing over the person that tried to trade using inside information. I'm okay with everything.
Yeah, I mean, you got to read into what's an invasion before you place that bet. I don't know if that was listed.
Read the terms of service, dude.
Yeah.
Big T, I want to talk to you about something that happened last night. I saw it on your sheet, but I was paying attention to the news last night when it broke in college football.
Mm-hmm.
So
This thing's out of control.
this is pretty crazy stuff. So the University of Washington has a quarterback that they like. Was he a redshirt freshman last year?
This season he was a sophomore. I don't know if he was a redshirt or not.
Okay,
but he's
so-
played the last 2 years.
So he's played the last 2 years. Damon Williams is his name. He had agreed to return to the University of Washington 4 days ago.
On January 2nd, he signed a contract worth between $4 and $5 million. It's been reported.
And he signed that, and the coach, Jed Fish, obviously was under the impression that given the contract in place that he would be returning to Washington to play football there next year. And then he informed the team last evening that he was going to go into the transfer portal.
An important note, he did not inform the team. He released a statement on Instagram while most of the football team and all the officials from the Big Ten were at a memorial service for a Washington soccer player who died of cancer.
Yes.
Wow.
Whether that was intentional or not, you can make your own guess, but that's when that news came out, and my understanding is pretty much all of them found out through that.
So yeah, that's a good clarification because the team was informed, but he did not inform the team.
Sure.
He put that out there. I don't think he did that on purpose, that he like timed it to like
I don't know.
take attention away.
I'm not
from-
going to assert that, but that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. So he has entered the portal now, but he's entered the portal with a do not contact tag.
Well, that's also ambiguous at this point
Okay.
because Washington is refusing to release him into the portal, which your school technically has to do. So Williams signs a contract on January 2nd for $4 million to play quarterback at Washington next year. On January 6th, he says, screw that, I'm entering the portal, reportedly already with a school kind of in mind that he's going to go to, who was going to give him a 7-figure raise from that $4 million.
The figure I heard was maybe 6.
Yeah. Washington says because they were with the Big Ten people already who were at that funeral.
Yeah.
So they're all together. Washington tells them we're going scorched earth on this if he tries to leave.
Yeah.
Because we have a contract in place. So Washington's dealing with the Big Ten. Last I heard, they hadn't released his name to go into the portal, so I don't even know what his situation is right now. But here's what I'm curious about. So let's say Washington sues and says, you signed a rev share contract, you're locked in at Washington.
Yeah.
The next court case the NCAA wins will be the first. So what's going to happen when that Washington sues and a court says, actually, that's not binding. They're not employees. He can do whatever he wants. Now you have nothing in place for anybody anywhere.
Well, I'm not a lawyer.
Okay.
But it would stand to reason to me that if you had a contract in place with somebody, if you're above the age of 18, that it would probably it might be enforceable.
They're not employees. This is all on a wing and a prayer. Like, none of this has been everything that gets challenged in court, the
Yeah.
NCAA loses.
So what you're saying is that with an NIL contract, you are signing a contract to get paid.
I'm not saying this is the way it should be. I'm just hypothesizing what could happen if this goes to court, because the players win everything that goes to court.
Right. So is an NIL contract a contract that you have with a local conglomerate?
Well, so this
group
is
of
where
businesses?
things also get tricky, because now there are those. So the schools have about $21 million allotted through rev share that they can distribute amongst sports how they choose.
Okay.
So schools like Washington and LSU and football schools, in quotation marks, are going to spend the overwhelming majority of that on football. So let's say you're spending 17 a year on football.
Mhm.
That's your salary cap through the money that you have as a school. You can allot that however you want. If you want to give a quarterback $10 million, fine. Above that, any NIL money you give is supposed to be going through this clearinghouse the NCAA has, that's supposed to be rejecting deals that aren't, quote, market value, which, again, sue and find out what that means.
Yeah.
So the rev share deals are different than those, because the rev share deals are through the schools themselves, and those have only been around for a year.
Yeah.
So nobody really knows what the deal is with those either. And also, there's another school out there that's just blatantly disregarding everything and daring people to do something about it. I'll let you take a guess what school that is. They've got some oil around them.
Okay. So are you saying that the contract that he signed with Washington was a rev share contract?
Yes,
So
with
it's with
the
school-
university.
So it's with the university. It's a really fucked up situation because they have fake rules.
Yeah, nothing means anything.
But then the second one person does not agree to abide by the fake rules, then there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Seemingly.
So he's going to try to transfer, might be going to a school that, how do I put this, has a new coach.
By the way, you can just say it's been reported. It's LSU that wants him. By the way, this all breaks last night as Lane Kiffin is sitting next to Sam Leavitt, another transfer portal quarterback target from Arizona State. They're sitting next to each other as that breaks. 10 minutes later, after the Damon Williams thing breaks, it breaks that Sam Leavitt is visiting Tennessee today. So they're sitting next to each other at a basketball game as each party has had news break that they're both exploring other options.
Yeah.
And it's like, this whole thing is just like, out of, like, this week, the past 3 or 4 days is the first time I've really been like, something has to be done. I am a pure market capitalist. I am all for these guys getting paid whatever somebody deems they're worth. But we don't let NFL players just hop teams if you want to be a professional athlete, you sign a contract.
Well, the NBA,
a real contract.
Yeah, the NBA.
You want some regulation in this shit, huh, Big T?
To an extent, just to the same. For if you want to play somewhere, then they're going to pay you handsomely to do that. Then you sign a contract that you're going to play there.
I hear you.
We can't, like, if the NFL, if every player was a free agent every season, I mean, that wouldn't take very long to be.
That's a real free market right there.
I do feel like the NFL now, like, let's just say a top receiver, top running back, whatever, is like, yeah, I know I'm under contract, but I want to be traded, and demands a trade. Usually the trade happens.
But that's
Usually.
the team weighing. If the team wants to, they can keep him.
Of course.
But you're like, okay, if this guy's going to be unhappy and be a nuisance, like, if we can get something back for him, like, we'll just go ahead and do that.
Yeah. In the NBA, I feel like the trade requests typically get granted.
Yeah.
And if they don't, you have legal recourse. You can get fat and then force them to trade you because you're fat now. In football, it's almost like Terry McLaurin requested a trade this offseason.
Yeah.
And that's almost now become like the new bargaining chip where it's like, okay, I can hold in, so I'll show up to training camp, but I'm not going to practice. If that doesn't work, then I can hold out, and I just won't show up to training camp. And if that doesn't work, then I can request a trade. And then if that doesn't work, I can demand a trade. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll probably show up and play anyways.
Yeah.
But sometimes it does work. If you make it, if you're a good enough player and you're disgruntled enough, sometimes they will go through with that. But yeah, it seems like there's it does run the risk in college football where if there's no rules and everybody's leaving, it will definitely take away interest in the sport in the long term.
Well,
right?
and that's the major problem is, yes, from people like me. Like part of the allure of college football is like the meaning and the passion behind it. And if it's an NFL team where just like you have even NFL teams, you sign a guy to a 5-year contract, he's there more or less for 5 years. These guys, the team changes every year.
Yeah.
Like you may not know who your starting safety is for some fans. Like in the first game, you're like, who is that? Oh, well, he was on Kansas State last year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, and so for us, yes, but the ratings keep going up, and up.
They do.
So,
but
because
okay.
more casual NFL fans are being drawn in to the playoff and things like that. So yes, while for the people who have loved this sport for a very long time, there's an erosion of interest and passion for it. It's being financially, it's doing better than it's ever done.
But I guess what I'm saying is that the people that write the checks for the NIL stuff, I would consider them to be more along the lines of you.
Yes.
Like a fan of the team, someone that's very like ingrained in that culture.
Right.
That wants to see the team do well, not just like a casual viewer. So what I'm saying is that if it keeps going down this road, it does feel like in the future there will be fewer people giving this type of money, fewer business owners that are willing to pony up. But we haven't reached that point yet.
But yeah, I mean, there are some at some schools who are willing to pay an unlimited amount of money to get whoever they can.
Yeah. This is kind of a crazy story though, and I feel like it should force somebody into action. I don't know what they're going to do about it because, like you said, you can try to take him to court, but that's going to be like a couple of years, and by the time that court hearing's over, that player will be in the NFL.
They have been, like the Nico thing was not Nico leaving, but him. There was a dispute with the NCAA about some stuff that was resolved pretty quickly. So I imagine they'd be able to do it, but it's just this feels like a watershed moment that we need a collective bargaining agreement like that. It's never been more apparent.
Yeah.
I just don't know what they're going to do about it. It's insane.
Did they make a movie about that? Like, what would happen if one of the teams sat out the national championship?
Yeah, I forget. It was a terrible movie.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I remember the commercials. Like, what if Fernando Mendoza on the night of the championship is like, fuck the system, we're not doing shit?
Well, it came out right before NIL, so the premise was that these guys were like, we're making so much money for you playing in the national championship game, we're not playing.
Yeah.
And I forget what the name of it was. It was terrible.
All right, well, I hope we have a good resolution of this. But this is good for Tennessee. The fact that all this happened when Sam Leavitt was sitting next to Lane Kiffin at the LSU game.
I don't know that I want Sam Leavitt, but
okay. I think he's a pretty good player.
We'll see. Unless we get him, in which case I love Sam Leavitt.
I think he's a pretty good player, Big T.
We'll see.
All right, what else we got in the news today? We're going to do a tight show. Real tight show today. Jerry, what websites have you been going to?
Right now, I'm on Fox Sports.
Okay.
Just reading about the Harbaugh situation a little bit. Mystery seventh team.
So I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
I think I should congratulate you.
On?
Defeating Harbaugh.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I went into that game. I wanted to win that game. It's not like I wanted to lose that game.
Why would you say that?
Well, because, some of the fan base was like, yeah, we kind of want to lose this game to see Mike Tomlin gone. And
yeah,
while I don't know if I agree if the Steelers lost that game, I don't know if he would be gone.
Okay.
I think he might have stuck around for another year or so.
Explain this to me from like NFL fans perspective, because like from my perspective, it don't make a lot of sense.
Okay.
So I think there are bad coaches, right? Don't get me wrong. But I think when you surveil the league, there's like a handful of coaches that they just know how to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tomlin is one of those cats.
Yes.
Right. why would you ever want to fight? Like that's a lifelong job to me because it's like you don't think he's gonna wake up one day and not know how to coach.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like,
I
he
think
knows how.
I think Mike Tomlin is a good coach. I really do. I think he's been a
Good.
good coach for a long time. The thing is
Good.
this is as a Steelers fan, you look at everything over these last 19 years and it's like he always just does enough. He just does enough to get you to the dance. He never really, and while Mike Tomlin has a Super Bowl ring, I don't want to take that away from him. I'm not saying that was his team that he built. He didn't build that team, but he's just to the fan base. He's gone stale. Like we're not developing quarterbacks. The draft hasn't been great to us. We're not a dominant offense. It's defense first with the highest paid defense that looks like hot garbage once every 2 weeks. It's just
But that's why y'all are perennially in the playoffs though, because of that recipe.
yeah, for sure. Yes, but
I
the
think
Steelers fans, we
this is-
want Super Bowls.
Yeah, and I think that's the delusional part of fandom, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you look at the history of the league and how many years there's been versus how many Super Bowl winners there's been.
Yeah.
Like it's spread across it. Like there's only so many because it's so hard to win in the league because of the talent pool.
Yeah, well, what is it?
And-
It's Steelers 6, Patriots 6, Niners 5, Cowboys 5? Is that accurate?
Could be.
That sounds right
So-
to me.
But to me, like it gets no better as a head coach at that level than Mike Tomlin. Than what's cuz with the Chiefs? Fuck, I'm blanking
Andy
on
Reid?
his name.
Andy Reid. Well, Andy Reid
Andy Reid.
went stale, you know?
But the going stale just means, and this is where as a player, this is where it makes sense to me. Going stale just means you don't have the players to execute like you need them, like you need to. It's just having bad players. Because as soon as Tom Brady left, Belichick went stale. But are we gonna sit here and say Belichick isn't a good coach, a great coach? Of course not. Like I just don't understand. Like it's the players. Michael Jordan's Hall of Fame speech was one of the best shits of all time. He said the players put the coaches in the Hall of Fame. It's not the other way around.
Mm.
So, Arian, in your specific career, you've always said you've talked really highly of Bill O'Brien,
Yes.
and I tend to agree with you. I think he was a very good coach. His downfall was he was not a very good GM.
Well, I think he had his hands in too much stuff. I think if
Yeah.
he just kept it ball,
Mm-hmm.
he'd have been amazing because his offensive mind he has a brilliant offensive mind. Like he's a great, I don't say great, he's a good coach. You know what I'm saying? I leave great with like,
Yeah.
and it's no disrespect to Billy O, but like, I think a lot of times as fans in the NFL, we're just so used to the coaching carousel that we're just like, all right, man, we've been to the first round of playoffs every time. How many teams struggle to get to the playoffs year after year after year, and you have a coach that perennially puts them in? That is what you want, and you got to hope that you get because you're like developing quarterbacks. Like there's only so much top 5 to top 10 quarterbacks that you're gonna get all the time. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah,
I think
that's the thing with the Steelers fans, including me, is like we always pick 20 to 25. That's our range usually, like 18, 19 to like 25, 26.
you know
like,
why though?
because they're always good.
It's good.
I know,
That's
but like
that's a good problem to have
for sure. But then once Ben leaves, it's like, hey, you want that new face of the franchise, and we just haven't had it. We haven't had it.
It's because that's just unrealistic. Like it's hard to. I mean, if you look at all the first round draft picks that have came since Ben Roethlisberger, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many of them are franchise quarterbacks? Not many. It's hard
Yeah.
to get a franchise, to get a dog who's willing to go through the trenches, is willing to study defense. It's hard. This is the top of this is the best football players in the world. So to expect to have a quarterback like the best run from a franchise I've ever seen is Green Bay, and it's just lucky. You had Brett Favre, and then you happen to get Aaron Rodgers. And then the new guy, he's really good right now, but
Mhm.
jury's still out on him. But that's a good little track record that just doesn't happen like
Yeah.
that. It's just not normal. It's just not normal.
But from the fans' perspective, from like Jerry's world, when you see, like, you get to the playoffs, you get to the
Jerry's
playoffs,
too soon.
yeah. You get to the playoffs, and you never do anything. At some point, you get frustrated with that. Now, if you're a fan of a team like, for me, for most of my fandom of the Commanders, like,
You die for that.
I would have killed
Yeah.
to get to the playoffs every single year.
Yeah, of course.
And if
That's what
that
I'm
means
saying.
that I lose in the first round every time, don't care. That means I had 8 or 9 great Sundays,
Exactly.
10 great Sundays.
But it only lasts
And you-
so long.
yeah, and then but I
you
get that. I
always
get
in the
that.
mix though. You always in the mix. To me, that's the fun part of sports. I think it's unrealistic to be like, man, we haven't had a championship in like 10, dog. It's time to do something. Like, I think it's unrealistic. If you always in the mix, you always have a shot. That's the like who is it? New York. When New York beat New England
Mhm.
when they were 16-0,
Mhm.
right? That's the type of shit to me that makes sports. It's an underdog story. So like you can't always be the top of the tops, but if you always in a position to make a run like that, to me that's like, hey, I always got something to root for. Whereas
Yeah.
like PFD, you don't ever have nothing to root for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why
ever.
like that's the part of the fan base that like I go back and forth on is like I wanted to win that game so bad against the Ravens to get there, but then there was the fan base that was like, who the hell wants to see this team in the playoffs? This Steelers team in the playoffs? They're not going to do anything. I don't know. I still think
What
there's
if they do though.
yeah.
See what-
I think there's a chance.
that's the beauty of fandom in my opinion.
Yeah.
There is a chance.
Is that you can never tell me the Lakers are out of it.
I think the Steelers, if you look at it right now, they have so far going into the playoffs, they have the second best strength of schedule. So they've already played really good teams throughout the season.
Yeah.
And also they have a decent path to an AFC championship game. I'm not saying they're favorites to do it. No, they're not. They're probably second to last favorite to do anything in this playoff. But like if you can beat the Texans and somehow, some way, the Bills beat the Jaguars, and I say somehow, some way because it's pretty realistic that they probably, they're going to do that. I think the Bills are going to play the Broncos because the Broncos are the 1 seed. That would leave the Steelers to play the Chargers or the Patriots, 2 beatable teams. It's not like they're juggernauts,
Yeah.
The AFC is wide open this year.
Yeah, no, it's a good point, and I think that actually the matchup that you guys have against the Texans. Listen, I think the Texans are the best defense in the NFL.
I think so too.
I think they're one of the best defenses we've seen in a very long time.
Yes.
The offense is super inconsistent.
Yeah.
When it's good, the Texans are borderline unbeatable.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of times when that offense is just kind of stuck in mud.
Yeah.
And they can't do shit. And if that's the case and they get drawn into like a defensive battle against the Steelers
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh, that's the Steelers bring them down to their level and they beat them with experience.
That's
It's
what
like,
the Steelers do.
It's like we're the real thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Steelers make you play their game.
Yeah.
You're not going to go there to Pittsburgh in the winter, cold, and go there and do whatever you want. You're going to play our style of football.
So I saw something in the Steelers game on Sunday night against the Ravens. Tell me what you think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the headset went out, so Raji couldn't communicate with Arthur Smith.
Yes.
Struggled getting the play calls in at times. I think that in the second half, Raji was calling a lot of his own plays.
Oh, he was. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, that is a good thing.
I think that's a very good thing.
It is, dude. I mean, you got to think about it like this. He's a guy he's been there, done that, has seen every type of defense, knows what exactly the defense is going to do. Can he move anymore? No, he can't.
Mm-hmm.
But he has the advantage over every team he plays because he knows what they're in, what they're going to do, where guys are going to be.
Yeah.
That's why I think he's so hard on his receivers and tight ends, and you've seen it throughout the year. He yells at everybody. He doesn't care who you are. DK Metcalf, Pat Fryer, he'll yell, he'll scream because he expects you to be in the right spot, and he could still throw the ball with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still has an elite arm.
You know?
He's still got an elite arm.
I just think
I think he's the greatest quarterback of all time. I've said that. I've been on the record saying that.
I just think it comes down to, can the Steelers protect him long enough this game?
Mm-hmm.
Can they protect him long enough to where he can get the ball out? Then we'll see.
See, this the beauty about NFL football to me, right? It's you have like offensive coordinators that come from a lineage of coaching trees, and defensive coordinators that come from, so it's like, and you're matching up these old systems with new players, and that's so fun to me. So Aaron Rodgers going up against DeMeco Ryans and the Texans.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be a shootout. So it's going to be an old school game. Anybody could win those games.
Yeah.
It's going to be one at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be one with who makes the least mental mistakes with penalties and stuff like
turnovers,
that. That's the
yeah.
kind of football game I love to watch.
Yeah.
And so if Pittsburgh can make a run and make it to the AFC Championship, like because it's very possible. To me, that's what's fun about being a fan.
Yeah.
dog, but
Yeah, I agree.
because if you get a coaching change, you get Mike Tomlin out of there. Then you got to do a whole rebuilding process.
Yeah.
You got to get all they guys in there,
Yeah,
all they
exactly.
staff in there,
Yeah.
all that. And it's just like then it's 3 years of what PFT go through every
You don't want that.
Yeah.
I have a good stat
I
for
don't
you,
think
JJ.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for football. Ugh, could you imagine Pittsburgh 3-14 for the season? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be
Ugh.
crazy.
Yeah,
Don't look good.
But could you imagine Pittsburgh winning games like 45-10, 45-35? Yeah, I don't like the idea of that. Like Pittsburgh,
Yeah, their
you
offense
guys
is
just
never good.
might not be an offensive football franchise.
Yeah,
And
we're,
that's
we're
okay.
definitely not. We're definitely not.
Yeah,
We're the highest paid defense the last 3 years.
Yeah.
JJ, dome teams over the last decade are 1-14 in the playoffs when going on the road and it's below 40 degrees.
Yeah, Stroud, I think, hasn't won in below 40 degrees in the NFL yet.
let me try to figure out who that team that won would be. Can you say the stat again?
Dome teams in the last decade are 1-14 going on the road in the playoffs below 40 degrees.
Okay.
Dome teams.
Top my
And it says SoFi counts for this.
counts as a dome.
Yeah.
Okay,
When the Rams won the Super Bowl, did they go on the road somewhere?
I'm trying to think who they beat that year. Did they beat the Bucks?
It wouldn't have been below 40.
It was not good call. Not below 40.
Um,
I feel like maybe have this.
Do you have the answer, Victor?
No, I don't.
Oh,
Try to look it up. Maybe the Saints did it.
Hang on.
decade, though?
Did Drew
Decade.
Brees ever win a cold weather game?
but he definitely did against the Packers. But I don't know if it's
more
been-
than a
it's
decade
before
ago.
the decade. Yeah, it was before
Yeah,
the decade.
who's beating the Packers in Green Bay?
Let's see.
Not Vikings.
The Falcons have.
That was in Atlanta.
No, the Falcons went up to Lambeau. It was a long time ago.
Oh, well,
Not the last decade.
correct.
I'm
the
out
ni-
with this.
the
2016, we killed the Packers
Colts?
in the NFC Championship.
The Niners have beat them, but that was in San Francisco, I think.
I can't believe y'all threw that game still. That's crazy.
Don't.
Thanks.
My guess would.
That's because of your fucking guy,
That shit, oh my god.
Shanahan.
No, that was a team for everybody. Everybody.
But mostly him.
Bruh, you know, if the defense giving up the booty like that in the Super Bowl, you deserve to lose. It's everybody.
Did the Raiders win a game? Did they win a playoff game back in like 2016?
I'm trying to find it.
But they weren't a dome team then, so never mind. Take that off the list.
Colts?
They beat. Who did the Colts beat in the playoffs to get to that AFC Championship? They beat the Broncos.
I don't know if that's a decade, though. Is it a
They
decade?
beat the Chiefs, but I think that might have been in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when Andrew Luck won that game.
I'm trying to find
That was 2014. We got the
Yeah,
banner hanging up, so that's over
that's
over a
past
decade.
it.
My guess off the top of my head would be the Saints. I feel like the Saints might have done it.
Oh, I have it.
Okay, wait. Now I want to know.
Wait, no, never mind. That was this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That was a regular season game.
Dallas.
They haven't won a
Could it
playoff game
be-
in so long, though.
Dak won a couple
didn't-
playoff games. Who they beat?
I thought he did.
Oh, I have it.
Okay.
It is what year did the Rams win the Super Bowl? It was 21, right?
2021, yeah.
So it was the year we were thinking of.
It was that year.
Yeah.
But it was not the Rams.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I think you would have said it was the Rams.
Well, that could have been giving a lot away.
So was it the Rams big team or
It
not?
might be, it might not be.
I think it was the Rams.
It was 39 degrees where this team won a game.
Okay, so just barely. Who would the Rams have beaten? I can't believe I don't remember the Rams.
39.
Did they beat the Niners?
The Seattle Seahawks.
Ah, okay.
Wow.
All right. That's an interesting data point though. I'm going to remember that one.
So this weekend that would be the Texans going to the Steelers.
Is it going to be below 40?
31 degrees.
Okay.
What's
yeah.
it going to be in Charlotte.
How does that work? How don't the Texans have home field right there? I don't know.
The Steelers won the division.
Yeah, we won our division.
Oh, really? I wanted to.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought y'all snuck in.
Yeah.
So
Well, they did, but it's because they play in a shitty division.
True story.
Same with the Panthers, who are hosting the Rams, who are way better than
I
them.
don't think it's going to be below 40 in Charlotte, but I think it might rain. And Matt Stafford historically has
It is going to rain, they said.
Yeah, he's stunk in the rain.
It's 74 in Charlotte today. Why do we live here?
I don't know. Would you rather live in Charlotte?
Yeah.
It's literally 74 here too, brother.
I would. No, I'm going to say I prefer Chicago to Charlotte.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Charlotte. Maybe the charlatans that are out there listening to me can tell me why I should love Charlotte. It's never really done it for me. I've never really felt.
I mean, I'm not in love with Charlotte, but North Carolina, great state to live in.
I always say I think it's a top 5 state,
I agree.
but I think that Charlotte would be the place that I would least like to live in North Carolina.
You more of a Raleigh guy?
I think I would be Raleigh, Asheville, Greensboro. I enjoy Outer Banks or Wilmington guy.
Wilmington, good spot.
Wilmington's a lot of fun. I haven't spent enough time in Raleigh. I know that Raleigh is like next up city,
It's kind of the new Austin,
Yeah.
Nashville-y.
but I feel like that might. I think real Carolina heads are kind of like looking down their nose or looking sideways at Raleigh right now. Like, oh, you want to move to Raleigh? Yeah, I figured.
I think it's a big 26-year-old spot right now.
Yeah, so I think I might. I'm not going to say no to Raleigh, but I think those other cities I would prefer. Anyways, Charlotte, I'm sure that it has some great parts. I'm sure that people that have lived there their whole lives love it. I'm just not in love with Charlotte. No offense. But yeah, Jerry, you got Harbaugh fired,
Yes.
and now I think Harbaugh is like obviously the best coach that's on the market right now. So you said there's 7 teams.
7. It was reported there was 7 now. 6 of them have vacancies that people are assuming it's the 6 that have the vacancies.
Mhm.
And who is the mystery 7th team?
I've got 3 teams.
Okay.
I think that there's more than 7 teams.
I know who it is. It was reported.
I think that there's 10 teams.
10.
Okay.
Yeah. Which one were you saying?
It was reported that the Dolphins
Yeah.
reached out to him.
Wow.
Yeah, Dolphins. I think they're definitely on that list. I would also say the Bucks.
Real quick, if he goes to the Dolphins, no shot Lamar goes. Do you think this firing was either between Lamar and Harbaugh?
I think it was Lamar and the offensive coordinator.
Okay.
And then I think that Harbaugh, and this has been reported, so I'm not like breaking news, that Harbaugh did not want to part with the offensive coordinator.
Got it.
And that was like the final tipping point where the Ravens owner probably wasn't like super happy with how the Ravens have performed in the playoffs recently.
Mm-hmm.
And like you were saying, Jerry, like maybe the message is getting a little bit stale.
Yeah.
And maybe it's time to just have like a parting of ways. No hard feelings, hopefully, although definitely some hard feelings.
Yeah.
But I think it was more like Lamar and the offense coordinator weren't getting along. I don't think that Lamar would go with him, though.
No.
I don't think it'd be like Al Pacino
Yeah,
in
yeah,
any
yeah.
given Sunday where it's
Okay.
like, who's coming with me? Where he brought Steamin' Willie Beeman to the expansion team. I think that the Bucks.
Oh, it's Jerry Maguire who's coming with me.
Yeah, I mixed up my quotes there, but the premise of the end of Any Given Sunday was Al Pacino, and he took Steamin' Willie Beeman, played by Jamie Foxx, with him to the new franchise that started. I think the Bucks are having that conversation.
Yeah, Todd Bowles, yeah.
Yep, and then I think that there's a third team, a little bit surprising.
Cleveland Browns.
I think Cleveland would love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, a third team that has
A coach.
a current coach.
Okay.
I'll give you one guess. If you don't get it, I'll give you a big hint.
Okay. One guess. Okay. That has a coach right now.
Yeah.
You already said Bucks, so that's not it. Cowboys?
Nope.
Hmm.
This team is in the playoffs.
Ooh.
I actually had a guess that was in the
Ooh.
playoffs.
What's your guess?
The Carolina Panthers.
No, I think they like their coach.
Yeah.
I think a lot of teams like their coach, but they might not like him as much as John Harbaugh.
And I will say that if the Bills lose in the first round, they will
Wow.
I would not be surprised if they fire their coach That's not the team that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Though. But they could emerge as like if the Bills fired McDermott and Harbaugh is still out there, they're definitely going to give him a call.
Okay. I can't see it being anybody in the NFC.
It is.
Can't be the 49ers. Can't be the Bears. Can't be the Packers.
Yeah,
Packers?
Packers.
I think the Packers. I think
Really?
the Packers are making calls. Yeah.
Really?
Packers moved on from McCarthy when McCarthy was, a pretty
I guess
good
that's
head
a
coach.
good. That's a good point. Yeah.
I think LaFleur is a very good head coach, but there's been a lot of stuff out there about like maybe they're not super happy with how things have gone,
Wow.
and I think the Packers might be a team that is currently interested in Harbaugh. They, to my knowledge, they weren't making calls about anybody else. It's not like they were laying the groundwork and like hitting up Brian Daboll.
Now I kind of want them to lose in the first round to see.
Just see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Arian, also the Commanders moved on from both their offensive and defensive coordinators yesterday. Joe Witt Jr. was their DC. He's out. That's not really a surprise. Their defense stunk. But then Cliff Kingsbury, we're moving on from him. So he's going to get
too much about.
He's going to get offers to be a head coach somewhere. I don't know if he's going to get another head coaching gig, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And a lot was made about like Jaden had a good relationship with him, but my take on that was Jaden's a big boy. He'll find new friends. Like it'll be okay if you fire his friend.
Yeah, he'll be all right. What do you think about Harbaugh there?
Oh, Harbaugh! If Harbaugh instead of Dan Quinn,
Mm-hmm.
You would take that in a second.
I think he's a way better coach than Dan Quinn. Yeah, and I like Dan Quinn. So if that change could be made, I think that'd be really good. But I don't think they're thinking that way. We'll get back to macrodosing in a second. It's brought to you by BetterHelp. The new year doesn't require a new you, maybe just a less burdened you. Therapy can help more easily identify what holds you back by offering an unbiased perspective to better understand your relationships, motivations, and emotions. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and your preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you're not happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. BetterHelp makes it easy to get matched online with a qualified therapist. Sign up, get 10% off at betterhelp.com/dose. That's betterhelp.com/dose.
We have an announcement from President Trump that's come out since we've been recording. Have you seen this?
No.
For a very long time, buying and owning a home was considered the pinnacle of the American dream. It was the reward for working hard and doing the right thing. But now, because of the record high inflation caused by Joe Biden and Democrats in Congress, that American dream is increasingly out of reach for far too many people, especially younger Americans. It is for that reason and much more that I am immediately taking steps to ban large institutional investors from buying single-family homes, and I will be calling on Congress to codify it. People live in homes, not corporations.
I like it.
Blackstone stock is down 9%.
I like it.
Since that announcement. Listen, all it took is the Epstein files coming out. This guy decided to start doing some shit.
He's moving.
Yeah.
He moves different now.
I think I like that one.
I do too.
It's the most common sense. There can't, surely, and I shouldn't say this, there can't be anyone in America opposed to that idea.
If you work for
Can't
BlackRock.
be. Okay, aside from that.
If you're a BlackRock shareholder.
Like, is this going to pass by 4 votes? And that, like,
that'll be interesting. Now, how is he doing this? Is he doing it
that's all we have right now.
Okay, that's
I don't
the
know
other
if that's an
question.
executive order. He says on Congress to codify it, so I don't know.
Okay, if it's an executive order, I could see the giant financial institutions taking that to court, and then we'll see whose side the Supreme Court's on. If it's an act of Congress, I would expect
it is kind of meddling in the free market there, Big T. I don't know.
We meddle in the free market all the time.
I would expect that Congress.
We don't
would
have a true free market.
I would agree.
No, if this happens, I think this is a very good thing.
I agree.
Okay. That's actually surprising that he did that.
Maybe he's coming back.
We'll see. Where are we at with the legalization of marijuana?
I don't know.
I thought it was legal everywhere now, no?
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, it's not.
It's
No?
like an NCAA thing. Just dare them to do something about it.
Nah, people still getting popped for it down here.
Really?
Texas
Wow.
doesn't fuck around. Yeah.
Wow.
Just like possession.
You can't. It's illegal. It's
I
not-
know,
you're
but
yeah, I mean, I know some police officers, and they like if they got weed, I'm not fucking with them. But like if you get caught with it in a drug house or whatever, if you got caught moving a lot or whatever, yeah, they gonna get you.
Yeah. If you're speeding and you get pulled over, and you're not being super polite. and
Yeah,
the
it's more
cop
like if
smells
the cop wants to
weed-
be a dick,
Yeah.
he'll pop you for it.
Yeah, I had some friends in Austin that got in trouble in those type of circumstances. So it's like it's a very convenient add-on charge sometimes. Alex Caruso, justice for Alex Caruso. Remember, like 6 years ago, he got busted going through. I think it was going through an airport, and he had like a one-hitter or something on him, like just a small amount of weed, tiny amount, and he got arrested and put in jail.
I do not recall that.
Yeah, I joked with him that he was the last person in America to get arrested for weed. But yeah, no, it's still very much illegal in some. And if you fly with it, then you can get. I actually have a
I know
friend-
people who fly with it,
I do too,
which
Eh,
is crazy.
That's insane.
I
Yeah.
have a friend that brought a joint with him through airport security in New York, but
Mhm.
airports are federal property,
Yeah.
so you can't do it. And he was putting his stuff through the X-ray machine, and then they pulled his bag out, and they opened it up, took out the like little case that he had the joint, and then they made him wait there. They brought police officers over.
Mhm.
They didn't take him to jail, but they wrote him a big ticket for it.
Okay, gotcha.
That's like on his permanent record. So yeah, it does still happen. And I think Biden said that he was going to decriminalize. Trump said he was going to do it too. But I just don't know where we're at with it.
I don't recall if I told this story on here or not, but I when I was moving to New York, my mom sent me with a big plastic bag full of quarters
Yeah.
to take to the laundromat. And when I put my backpack through TSA, they brought people over with an urgency I haven't seen before or since.
Mm-hmm.
And they opened it, and there was a bag of quarters. They're like, "What is this for?" I was like, "Well, I'm moving to New York. It's for laundry." They were like, "Oh, okay. We thought you had some real bad shit in here." And I was like, "What? Can you not see what's in it?" They're like, "Well, we could just see that it was a big metal."
Coil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they thought that I was into some bad
I got
stuff.
stopped in Colombia before.
That's not where you want to be
That's
stopped.
not where you want to
No.
be stopped. So I remember I used to vape.
Yep.
I don't vape anymore, but I was going to Colombia for like a week, so I obviously needed to get my vapes, and I put them in my check luggage because you're not supposed to fly with them and the carry-on and whatnot. So I put it in my check luggage, 2 boxes of vapes, and each of them contained, I think, 10 each in each box, like 10 vapes, so 20 vapes total. Put it, go. Everything's good, gravy, get there, got my vapes, all good. On the way back, I go, vapes, same situation, vapes in, everything's good, maybe got like 7, 8, all good. And before we're about to like board, this guy in like a green uniform comes and he's like, "Sir, can we step out?" And look to my girl, I'm like, they planted something. They got me with, I said, "I swear I don't have no drugs, nothing like that."
Mhm.
They're like, "Oh no, come with me, everything's okay. We want you to see." And I go, they open my suitcase. They're like, "What is this?" I said, "Oh, it's nicotine, like you smoke. It's like a cigarette." He's like, "Marijuana?" I said, No. Do the test, whatever you got." And it was like really intimidating being in that little tiny room with like guards and stuff.
Yeah.
Not a place you want to be.
So they tested it.
No, never tested
They
it.
just believed you.
No, they
Yeah.
just believed me, I guess. Yeah.
I bet you were probably pretty scared.
Oh yeah, it was, and that was my first time ever going there. So I thought for sure they seen me. This guy, he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna plant something on him."
Yeah. So you're the only person smuggling drugs into Colombia.
Yeah. Well, yeah, true. But nothing happened in the U.S. Well, I guess because the U.S. knows what it is, right?
Yeah, probably.
Got it.
I had a cousin that went through airport security one time, and he got pulled aside, and they swiped his hands. And I don't know if you ever had this.
Oh yeah,
but-
yeah, for the gunpowder.
Yeah, for like
Explosives or-
residue.
Yeah.
And he dinged positive for explosives.
Oh my god.
And they were like, "Sir, have you been handling any like chemicals or explosives?" And he was like, "What are you doing? It's not like I'm not making a bomb."
Oh no.
And then they're like, "Sir, just calm down." And they ran his shit through the machine again, and they said, "Yep, you've tested positive." I think it was for formaldehyde. Yeah.
God.
And
what the fuck? That's
the fuck
even
was he
weirder
doing?
than,
Yeah.
so he was like trying to think where the formaldehyde came from. Turns out he had bought a bunch of really cheap stuffed animals,
Mm-hmm.
and they have in the production sometimes, in the chemicals that they use, traces of formaldehyde
Oh,
that can get on
okay.
your hands.
Gotcha.
And I think he was bringing like a shitload of stuffed animals for like a younger niece or nephew,
Okay, got it.
and that's where it came from.
Wow.
But yeah, they thought that he was like a bomb maker.
That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So Jerry, you want to talk about this thing that you might have seen?
Well, yeah, I don't know much about it. I was just scrolling, the internet, and I came across like predictions for these things to happen in the U.S. And one of them was this massive power outage. They said
Mhm.
a massive countrywide power outage.
It might be related to this. So there is a viral post that's going around. It's been on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, 4chan, and Godlike Productions.
Don't forget lunaticoutpost.com. I've got some credible info on there as
Okay,
well.
lunaticoutpost.com. But it's gaining a lot of steam, and it's gotten like a lot of upvotes on Reddit. There's a bunch of Instagram posts about it that have tens of thousands of likes on it, and it's popping up everywhere. On August 12th, 2026, the world will lose gravity for 7 seconds. NASA NASA knows. They're preparing,
knows. Okay.
but they won't tell us why. November 2024, a secret NASA document titled Project Anchor leaked online. The project's budget is $89 billion,
Oh my God.
and its goal is to survive a 7-second gravitational anomaly expected on August 12th, 2026 at 14:33 UTC, 7:33 a.m. Pacific time. The duration...
For how long? I'm sorry.
7 seconds.
7.3 seconds.
Well, most people will be sleeping by then, right? 7:33. What time would it be us here?
It would be
No.
10:30 a.m. Eastern.
Nine-
Oh, okay. So that's not
9:30
good.
here.
That's not good.
Also, what
Yeah.
a sleeping would be worse.
Most people go sleep.
Well, I figured if it happens in the middle of the night, what's the big deal? People are sleeping.
Then you're gonna.
My
You're
My
gonna
math was wrong. My numbers were
No,
wrong.
but Jerry, here's what you're not understanding. There will be people in the world who are asleep,
Correct.
but that's going to actually be worse for you because you're going to just kind of float up into the air, and then after 7 seconds, you're going to fall 20 feet and die.
Oh.
I don't know. I
I don't
think
even
that's the
think you'd
best. It's good if you're indoors, if you're asleep.
Why?
How high are you going to go if you're outside?
Because I think that depending on how well built your house is, if it's like in the crust of the earth, that house might be able to still stand for 7.3 seconds.
I don't think the house is going to float away, but you will.
But if you're outside, 7
Okay,
seconds, you go up
I'm not-
thousands of feet into the air.
Wouldn't be thousands. I'm not arguing to be outside. I'm arguing to be alert and awake and strapped down into a chair.
Strapped down in a chair. Yeah. Indoors.
Yeah.
If you're under your covers in your bedroom and you float up 8-9 feet to the
I'm
ceiling.
saying the unconsciousness of being asleep is what is bad for you.
Yeah, it could be.
What does this have to do with power?
We don't know. We just thought what you said sounded similar to what we
Oh,
were talking
okay.
about.
Well, yeah, I would imagine that without
maybe-
gravity, that a lot of the power grid would go down.
Okay.
But it's saying that in the first 1 to 2 seconds, everything not secured will rise, including people, vehicles, animals. In the 3 to 4 second time span, objects will continue to rise to 15 to 20 meters. In the 5 to 6 second time span, panic and chaos will ensue as people hit ceilings. And after 7 seconds, gravity returns, everything falls from the height that it's at. The estimated consequences are 40 million deaths from falls, infrastructure destruction, economic collapse that would last over 10 years, and mass panic.
40 million deaths.
It says the reason for this is the intersection of 2 gravitational waves from black holes, predicted in 2019 with a probability of 94.7%. NASA has known about this for 5 years. NASA is building underground bunkers for essential personnel, developing securing systems for buildings. And if you want a spot in the bunker, you better be a government leader, a scientist, military personnel, and selected citizens with genetic diversity.
Well, why wouldn't they tell us so we could prepare?
Well, you panic.
Yeah, I think that's part of the theory is they keep it secret because 40 million people dying is better than 8 billion people thinking they're going to die
Yeah,
and freaking out.
which I I might agree with that.
I understand the logic.
The leak has been ignored by the media,
Mm-hmm.
but an independent physicist confirmed the intersection of gravitational waves. His paper was retracted, and he has since disappeared.
When's this supposed to happen, Eric?
It's August 12th.
August 12th, 2026.
What day of the week is that?
Yeah, look, that's important.
That is a Wednesday. So we'll be in here.
That sucks that it would happen right before football season.
Yeah.
Like, we'd have lasted the entire off season. We got like 3 weeks left for kickoff, and then the Earth loses gravity.
7 seconds?
Yeah, it says that you can follow the civilian survival protocol by staying indoors with a low ceiling, lying on the floor face down, and holding onto something that is secured.
Like, but how does it matter how much something weighs?
Everything's weightless.
Yeah, everything's weightless.
Okay, so the couch is coming right up.
Yeah, you might want to find like a radiator or a pipe.
Maybe a pole outside.
Yeah. So it's interesting because on August 12th, there is a total solar eclipse.
No kidding.
That's
I
going to
didn't
be
even know
happening.
that part.
Yeah. So it's going to begin in northern Russia. It's going to go over the Arctic. It's going to go south through Greenland and Iceland. And it will pass over the northern part of Spain and then end in the Mediterranean Sea.
Am I crazy, or are we having a lot more eclipses than we... you never heard about an eclipse until, what was that first one? It was like 2016 or 17. And there was that...
No, we heard about it.
But not... there weren't... These weren't happening all the time. Now it's once a year. There's a new eclipse.
Well, there's a lot of
eclipse
lunar
happening.
eclipses.
There's a lot of eclipses that happen. Eclipses?
Yeah, eclipses. So in this eclipse, you're going to be able to see the sun's corona for 2 minutes, 18 seconds. That's the totality. And there will be a lot more people that can see the partial solar eclipse. So that is happening, confirmed on August 12th. The post that's going around, though, appears to be completely made up.
Well...
And it's just a bunch of people that have copied it and paid. It's copy pasta.
Sure, but we don't... what they claim is that these documents from NASA leaked, and then they've scrubbed them entirely. But on the dark web, you can still find them.
Okay, so where can we find them?
I didn't dig into the dark web. I don't know where the dark web is.
Was it Total Lunatics?
A bunch of people have been saying that.
No, but the name of the website that you mentioned.
This post is on a website called Lunatic Outpost.
Okay.
As well as Reddit and several other places.
But they don't have the documentation.
No, the people are saying that you can find the documents on the dark web.
Okay, where are you finding there, Jerry?
I'm on the Lunatic Outpost,
Mm-hmm.
and I found...
Giving Jerry a computer might be very dangerous.
I don't see the thread mode, maybe? Thread mode? Okay.
Here's the thing about this. Is this going to happen as it's described? I'm very skeptical. Am I going to grab onto something at 9:30? Probably.
Just in case.
I mean, yeah, what's the harm?
It's 9:30 our time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be 9:33 a.m. our time.
That's going to be...
Pascal's wager.
Yeah.
Similar.
That's going to be right before we record Macrodosing.
Yeah.
But if we're in this room, won't we kind of just go to the ceiling and fall?
I might go outside and grab like a telephone
We
pole or
should record early that day
Yeah.
What are the chances this happens?
and have a countdown. It's not going to happen, Jerry.
Theoretically, 50.
0 chance, right, Arian?
0.
But there is some truth to the black hole thing.
Yeah,
So-
that's real.
We could probably experience. I don't think we'll experience that either, though.
Well, the explanation I read is the Earth's gravity is from its mass. It's not from like the waves of black. So
Yeah.
like there will be gravitational stuff that happens if the black holes intersect, but it won't affect us.
So that's what the what is it? What is that CERN? They built that LIGO. I'm probably butchering that, but it's that
Large
The
Hadron
Hadron
Collider.
Collider.
Yeah, there you go. They built these big ass machines that can detect gravitational waves from colliding black holes. So it's not that unique.
So
So like Einstein predicted in his equations that you can you'll be able to feel not us physically, but like you'll be able to detect the waves because of space. It is not empty space; it moves, right? And so you'll be able to detect theoretically if two black holes collide that much gravity, you'll be able to detect the waves that it interferes for when they collide. And they have done that. He got proved that right 100 years after he died because we built the technology to actually detect it.
Yeah,
Pretty
so
cool shit.
we found it in 2019. We discovered that there were these two black holes that merged, and one was about the size of 66 suns. The other was about 85 suns. And so when you put those together, they thought that there would be a black hole that was about 142 suns wide in this new black hole that was formed by the merging of two of them. But according to recent studies and measurements of the vibrations from the black hole, it's not 142 solar masses wide. It's about 250 times. So like these two things that merged with each other actually created a black hole that was bigger than they thought that it would be. And it does seem to confirm Einstein's 1915 theory of gravity, which is pretty crazy that they're able to detect that and be like, yeah, that dude was right. The guy that lived before computers was right, just like with his pencil, his brain, and a piece of paper.
That's pretty insane.
Imagination.
Were
Yeah.
you
Second greatest mind of all time.
Who's first?
Isaac Newton.
I actually thought you might say that. Were you a Ninja Turtles guy?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know there was an episode of Ninja Turtles where this happens?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lose gravity.
What happened? Where they lose gravity?
Yeah.
I didn't see that
1987.
one.
It's Sky Turtles is the name of the episode.
Oh man, I was with my kids looking at old cartoons, kind of showing them like this is what I grew up on, and there was this one only had one season. Didn't know that at the time. Or it's called Dinosaurs.
Oh.
You remember that shit?
No.
Alien dinosaurs came down and did whatever they did on Earth. And dog shit. I used to love it. And I watched an episode of that shit. Is horrible.
It's way
No wonder
worse
got
than I
canceled after
remember.
seeing it. It's way worse. Dinosaurs.
It's like if you ever go to a house that you lived in 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it's always way smaller than you thought that it was.
Yeah, I did that. 2015, I went back to Albuquerque, my old house. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So there's also a YouTube page that has done the calculations on what it would be like if you actually did lose gravity. And it kind of contradicts some of the stuff that this warning that we read says. Instead of going like 20 meters into the air, it says that you would go like 1.5 miles in any direction.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And that the entire atmosphere would go into outer space. You would lose all air pressure, so everyone's inner ear would get shattered by it, and then there would be earthquakes everywhere because, like, if there's no gravity holding all the earth together, then it moves around. So, yeah, that's
Also the
what would happen in
water,
5
dog.
seconds.
The amount of tidal wave. I don't know about tidal waves, but like the water would just have to lift up, and when it comes back down, that's a lot of fucking water.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, I don't think that it's going to happen. There is going to be an eclipse that day, and we did find the black hole. That's pretty cool. But just in case, I think I might strap myself down that night. Also,
Or walk around with a parachute.
good point. You could make
Should we shoot up for the show? CHUTE?
yeah.
Kind of lit.
You can make a lot of money selling parachutes.
Should we do that?
Yeah, survival parachutes.
Let's make macrodosing parachutes.
in case the Earth loses
Start
gravity.
selling them now,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll have. I mean, if we could sell 10,000 of those.
These have been certified for up to 15 seconds of zero gravity.
Yeah.
Twice as much as you'll actually need.
What's a parachute cost to make? That listen, and we don't need the 30,000 foot parachutes. We need a 100 foot solid parachute that'll get you down.
I think we could probably make those for about $100 a pop.
Sell them for what? $5?
Yeah.
$500. If you're not spending $500 on the off chance that you're gonna fall 70 feet to your death, that feels like a very worthwhile investment to me.
I would agree with that. You don't think that you're gonna like spend at least $500 to save your life?
Yeah, I mean,
Like most companies would offer that for $5,000.
hey, PFT.
Mhm.
If I told you right now I'll give you $1 billion, do you want it?
Yeah.
But what if I said you can't wake up tomorrow? Would you still take it?
No.
Yes.
So you're saying waking up tomorrow is worth more than $1 billion to you?
That's a great point, Big T.
Yeah,
Whatever you're selling, I'm buying it.
exactly.
If we want to do a real quick check-in on the preacher from Ghana.
Tell me about this guy.
I've been
Is this
following
the
this
dude
guy
that
on
built
TikTok.
that was trying to build the ark?
I've been following on the
Yeah.
periphery. This is like, what was the fight video on the golf course? Like I saw it, but I refused to engage.
Mhm.
That's kind of how I've been with this story.
Yeah,
I
so
love this guy.
he said that the flood was going to hit on December 25th.
Right.
And he said that he was the modern-day Noah, and animals were already flocking to his ark by divine intervention. So he said that he was building the arks, and he said that he had 250,000 pieces of special wood that he personally selected and prayed over. His name is Ebo Noah, and he kind of went missing after December 25th when his predictions did not come true. So they haven't been able to find him.
I thought he got arrested.
I just read that they haven't been able to track him down. There might be some people that have claimed that they've tracked him down.
Or was this a different guy?
I think it's got to be Ebo Noah, right?
Hold, please.
Well, I should say that he did not actually disappear right after that, because he did buy.
He made a video.
He bought a $100,000 Mercedes
Really?
before he disappeared. Yeah.
Yeah, a self-proclaimed Ghanaian prophet named Ebo Noah has reportedly been arrested after his prediction of a biblical-style flood on Christmas failed to materialize.
Okay, what site is that? World News?
Yeah, I don't, who knows?
I don't necessarily trust World News.
Well, John Rich blogged it, so it's got to be right.
okay, John Rich. You should have said John Rich.
Yeah. News 18?
What's the URL on that one?
News18.com.
Okay, all right, and it's got cricket
I don't know.
updates on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of pop-ups on here. I don't know if maybe this isn't.
So he might not be arrested, but
That's what John Rich is saying.
John Rich is saying he has been arrested.
Yeah.
Okay, I've read that there's no reputable access to him.
Well, John Rich.
Kinda
Barstool Sports
changes
via
that.
John Rich has reported that
Yeah.
this guy's been arrested.
Via news18.com.
Correct.
Yeah, so he did buy an expensive car before he disappeared. Maybe he got caught afterwards. But the update on that is that the flood didn't happen, but he got a lot of donations and probably brought a pretty sick whip with it. But we get these guys every now and again that just claim that, hey, the world's going to end, and then they get a couple thousand people that believe in them, and then they have to. I always like it when they have to like walk back why it didn't happen, and it's usually like God actually came to me on December 25th, so that part was right, and He said that the date was wrong, and so I need more time to finish building this ark.
That's fair, dog. So it's, you know how hard it is to build a communication with the Almighty. You need to exactly get the date right, dog. I'm with him.
Yeah, he said that goats and birds were finding themselves at his site of the ark, so they were coming to him.
They got the wrong date too. See?
Yep. I also think that there's a chance that he might have seen a bird, like a bird landed nearby him. He's like, "Oh my God, this bird knows." And then there was a goat. He's like, "This guy knows too." This is happening. I'm right. All right, so that's the Ebo Noah update. So that's Macrodosing for today. Did a nice tight show, and we will be back next week on Tuesday for nanodosing.
We need to. I'm gonna contact somebody about the shoots.
Let's get in the shoot business.
Every purchase comes with a NDA.
Yep.
Why is that?
Well, not an NDA. What's the one that
I like an NDA.
I mean, like a liability form?
Yeah, there was a liability clause, not an NDA.
Like, do not
Yeah.
use parachute.
No, this is under your. You can. We are not obligated. For
We are
any
released
of-
from any liability.
Absolutely.
How about the name?
Even those aren't really enforceable. But
We can call it "See You Next Fall."
Just something.
See you next.
Yeah.
love
How
that.
about that? Parachute company. You gotta have a witty pun. That's why people pay money and trust you with their life if you can just turn it
That's
into a pun.
actually great. I like that.
All right, that's Macrodosing. We'll see you guys next week. Love you guys.